It began like any other summer afternoon in Ruidoso, New Mexico. The skies were heavy, but no one expected what came next. Within minutes, the Rio Ruidoso, once a gentle stream, rose over 20 feet, swallowing homes, memories, and lives. A turquoise door floated past a brewery. A house vanished into the current, and a community was changed forever. This is not just the story of a flood, it's the story of how fire, rain, and forgotten warnings collided. It's the story of the 2025 New Mexico flood and what it means for all of us. July 8, 2025, the monsoon season had arrived, but this storm was different. Rain fell in torrents up to 3 inches in under an hour. The South Fork burned scar left behind by the devastating 2024 wildfires could no longer hold the water. The earth, scorched and hydrophobic, turned into a slipstream. The Rio Ruidoso surged to a record-breaking 20.24 feet, 5 feet higher than its previous peak. In just 45 minutes, the river transformed into a deadly force. A 4-year-old girl, a 7-year-old boy, and a man were swept away. 85 swift water rescues were carried out, but for many, help came too late. To understand this flood, we must understand the science behind it. It wasn't just rain. It was a perfect storm of climate, terrain, and timing. Hydrophobic soil. After wildfires, soil becomes water repellent. Instead of absorbing rain, it channels it downhill. Topography. Ruidoso sits in a narrow mountain valley. Water has nowhere to go but down and fast. Atmospheric rivers. These high-altitude moisture streams are becoming more intense due to climate change, dumping more water in less time. His wasn't just a natural disaster, it was a climate-amplified catastrophe. History has a way of repeating itself, especially when we don't listen. 1927 Mississippi flood, one of the deadliest in U.S. history, displacing over 600,000 people. 2005 Hurricane Katrina, a levee failure, not just a storm, turned New Orleans into a bowl of water. 2020 to Kentucky floods, 45 lives lost in a flash flood triggered by record rainfall. Each of these disasters had one thing in common: warnings were there, but action came too late. Behind every statistic is a story, a family, a memory. Caitlin Carpenter watched her best friend's house float by. She recognized it by the turquoise door. "I've been in that house," she said. "I have memories in that house." For many, the trauma lingers long after the water recedes. The smell of gasoline, the silence where laughter once echoed. The empty chair at the dinner table. Could this have been prevented? The answer is complicated but not impossible. No siren system. Kerr County had debated installing one. It was deemed too expensive. Lack of evacuation orders. Camps like Mystic weren't evacuated in time. Outdated infrastructure, drainage systems, and floodplain maps hadn't been updated in years. In a region known as Flash Flood Alley, preparedness should be non-negotiable. So, what can we do? Whether you live in New Mexico or not, floods don't discriminate. But preparation can save lives. Know your flood zone. Check FEMA maps. Have a go bag. Include water, food, flashlight, first aid, and documents. Install check valves. Prevent sewage backup. Never drive through flood waters. Just 6 inches can knock you off your feet. 12 inches can sweep away a car. And most importantly, listen to warnings. They're not just noise, they're lifelines. The burden of safety shouldn't fall on individuals alone. Governments must act before the next storm hits. Invest in early warning systems, sirens, alerts, and real-time river gauges. Update infrastructure, storm drains, levees, and floodplain zoning. Reforest burn scars. Vegetation helps absorb water. Educate communities. Awareness saves lives. As climate change accelerates, so must our response. The turquoise door, the house that floated away. The lives lost and the ones saved. These are not just memories, they are warnings. and they are calls to action. The river rose, but so can we.